Hey guys, Zenith here. I'm going to show you guys today how to build this Lectern item selecting system. And what it basically does is allow you to have whatever you want on a Lectern book, and just click a button and it'll allow you to just get that item every time you click that button. And it's basically meant for single stacked items. So you see here I have spear, sword, shield, and this is basically the specific one that I filled in the items with is like a uh, combat system. So it doesn't matter what items you put in here as long as they're single stack, or even if they're only like stackable. This only will spit out one at a time, and you can just keep on clicking it over and over again and get as many as you want. And I'm gonna show you guys how to build this. So to start off, you do need to make a book, and you have to get 15 pages of it. Even if you don't have 15 items yet that you want to put in here, just make sure that you have all 15 pages uh, with something, or just the 15th page just has to have something on it. And then don't sign it until you have all of your items that you want on each one. And once you got that, these are the materials that you're going to need. It's a little under 100 blocks. This includes all the blocks that the redstone is actually going to be on top of. The glass is also interchangeable. You don't really need to have glass. I just add glass just so you can see the items when they drop. The chests, you could have half as many chests if you don't want double chests. Um, and then the droppers, hoppers, sticky pistons, the blue ice, that's also interchangeable. If I just added blue ice because that's the fastest way to get it from the dropper into your inventory. It just doesn't need to be because you're going to have water on it anyway. And then you need the target blocks and then the redstone. And to start off, you just have to have your lectern, place your book down, and then we can go on from there. So place a block behind it, have a comparator facing into another block, and then go 15 blocks out so that when the book is on the 15th page, this last redstone is going to be triggered. Once you have the 15 lines, add blocks on top of all the redstone, and then have another line of redstone going all the way down, as well as a redstone on top of the block, and then have the 15 target blocks going out with redstone torches on this side of them. So it should look like this from the other side, so all the redstone is facing into the target blocks, and depending on the page that you have it selected at, it will power or unpower some of these redstone torches. So when you're building this in survival, don't worry that it doesn't look exactly like it. All of these will just change based on what page you're on. Once you have that, add a slab coming out of the block that this comparator is going into, as well as two redstone torches on top of a series of blocks going out all the way over here. So two redstone over here, and then you have to go up until the last block here. And on top of all these target blocks, add repeaters, 4-tick repeaters facing into this line of blocks, and then have another series of redstone torches facing out here. And this last redstone torch does not need, or this last block does not need a redstone torch. This is not a part of the selecting part itself. So make sure you only have torches on top of torches. And then once you have that, you can go ahead and put sticky pistons on top of the upper line of redstone torches, and then put target blocks on top of the sticky pistons. Then from there, you put two blocks on either side of each target block, and then have repeaters facing internally. So facing the lectern, just have them, and these should not be 4-tick. These should be 1-tick repeaters. Once you got that, this is the button that you're going to press every time you're going to actually want an item. So this doesn't have to be in front of the lectern. I mean, this is the best way that I found to consolidate it. So basically just have that button trigger a redstone line, and I just staircased up with slabs. Then make sure there's a repeater here going into a line of redstone. And this redstone is 15 blocks long, so this repeater has to be here. And that'll basically allow it that whatever page you're selected on, that target block will be lifted up, and the redstone will trigger that once you click the button, and it'll spit out the block, as well as having these droppers here facing into what will be the line of water, so that you'll be able to get it. And that's what this is basically. And as I said earlier, you don't really need the blue eyes here. I just have it so that the items travel faster, and then have it so that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 blocks long at the top, and then has to dip down one because the water will it'll stop going here, and then it can dip down so that this dropper doesn't get, stuck in like just a regular blue ice. It should always be in water. So you have 8 here, and then I have another 8 going out here, so that it'll reach you, um, and then have it surrounded in blocks. Again, this doesn't need to be glass. It's just glass, so I can show it to you. Make sure that you add in the water last because there's been a lot of times where I built this and all the rest of it just gets ruined. Even though it's not difficult, it's just tedious to put it all back. And then you have the final product here. You just add in the hoppers going into all the droppers, and then here I have double chests here. It doesn't need to be double chests as long as there is something above the hoppers. That way you can refill it easily. And then I just added signs on top of them so you know when you want to refill it, how to do it, and then eventually you can put in copper golems there to automatically do it if you have an item sorter. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna show you guys how this is a modular design. So if you wanted this to have another lectern right here and then another button, you could just mirror everything that I did on this side. So instead of everything going right, it can go left. And yeah, and I'm gonna show you guys how I did it in my survivor world. I just wanted to pause real quick and let you know that you could do the exact opposite. Instead of making it bigger, you can make it smaller. As long as the book itself has 15 pages at all times, you don't have to have all 15 items in it. You can just have like 4 items in it, but then the pistons and the target blocks and the droppers can only be 4 blocks long in length. So as long as the amount of items that you have in the book corresponds to the same length that you have in those droppers and pistons and everything, then you're set. And this is what it looks like right now. It's not fully decorated, but yeah, this basically has 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6 of these modules, and with each module being able to sort up to 15 items, then this just 6 of them can do up to 90 non-stackable items. And I have it so that they're able to be right next to each other, but the redstone never touches. And that's why they have to be 1 block apart. And then on top of here, I just extended this 1 wide blue ice track that we saw in the creative world to 3 wide, so that these two that are right next to each other can just fit into the same line. And up above, I just have it single chests over here, and these feed into hoppers that feed just right into these droppers. And no matter what page you select, it'll determine what item you get. And that's basically it. This is how you can effectively sort non-stackable items up to 15 at a time. Thanks, guys.